Hey everyone, it's time for another Super Mario Maker level showcase. Did I say that another? I'm in the first Mario Maker level showcase. Pack 1, the Journey Pack. 4 levels that tell an ongoing story and how a tyrant, the evilest of all evil tyrants, known as Bowser, has been overthrown by one warrior with one simple Italian name, Mario. Mario. The first level is called The Forest. It shows the story of how the warrior Mario must traverse through this once tranquil forest now invaded by the most heinous of enemies, like turtles and fish. There's trees all around you because it's warmer. So the level has lots of visual appeal, but as an actual level, it's okay. It's alright. Nothing too crazy. There's not enough levels in Mario Maker that just act as actual levels. You know, most levels these days do gimmicky stuff and all that, and that's fine. That's good. That's good. That's great. That's interesting. But I feel like there need to be more levels that act as levels to be played in a side-scrolling way. Mario's second test? Well, to get to Bowser's castle, he has to pass by a village that is under attack by Bowser from his castle! Yes, so, the village itself has lots of house designs that come in different shapes and sizes. There's houses with stone roofs, houses with block roofs, houses that are tall, houses that are fat, houses that are skinny, houses that are plump. And there's also a bridge! So, I tried my best to make these houses look wrecked as possible. I also tried to put in some sort of creepiness factor that, well, I don't think the level itself is creepy. It does make it quite clear that the village is that this is an innocent village under attack by the worst nation in the world. And so we must defeat the commander, Bowser's son, Junior. Honestly, not a hard level. The junior boss fight is really the only risk of death you really have, unless you're just really careless, really. But anyways, we ride off into the sunset and see a mushroom-filled forest right before our eyes. What poetry is to come next? It's time to invade Bowser's castle because Bowser's castle invaded the village and the forest! This is a level that acts more like a level! Actually, every level acts like a level, but this one focuses less on visual appeal for the sake of being an actual level. I don't know what I want to come across here. Hey look, you're flying over a castle, that's awesome! And you're going into a castle, that's even awesomer! I don't know if that's a word. And then you have to traverse through lots of tricky stuff, like going in between spike tops, and avoiding these munchers, which is probably the hardest part of the level. And jumping over grinders! And then once you've exited the castle, you can see the light. You must defeat everything that stands in your way, and if you lose your fire flower, you must avoid everything that stands in your way, including stupid Hammer Brothers and giant mushroom, whatever Goombas are, chestnuts, whatever. And after that, you must tackle one final castle. And here is the first instance of a gimmicky gimmick, where the swamp traps you in a peaceful room and you have to avoid all the stuff that comes at you for a brief amount of time. And then you can end the level! So for the entire level, you only have 100 seconds, and there's boss fight music playing, but that's very little to worry about. It's just there for the sake of intensity. So we're finally here! And this is the one level I am not proud of. See these buzzly beetles? If you aren't careful, you will get damaged unfairly. And the only way to know that they'll damage you is by trial and error, or if you are somehow really careful on your first try. I honestly would have preferred them being just regular platforms if I really wanted to use Buzzy Beetles, make them, like, put a mushroom on them. But what I went with just doesn't work. There's also a blue blocking the way here, and you have to um, maneuver your way through very annoying Koopas and Goombas just to get them out of the way. And then finally, you have a boss fight to tackle! This is going to be hard, right? Nope. Once you're here, you pretty much completed the level. Why? Because you cannot lose this fight. That pipe basically dispenses an infinite amount of fire flowers, and you can only lose if you frickin' try. You can easily just kill Bowser by camping the left area. So the only thing you really have to worry about is the timer, which even then is really big. And see those Fuzzy Beetles? What I wanted to do was have that cannon dispense Fuzzy Beetle shells, so you have to watch for their timing or memorize their timing and jump accordingly. Except they don't dispense shells; they dispense Fuzzy Beetles, and that's awkward. That's all they do. They block your fire and make the battle less more awkward. And this really could have been a good level, but it isn't. And now for secrets! What if you go left in this cave area here? You get a 1-up! But what if you don't jump from tree to tree? You get an alternate path! Not really. Just a sludge bro blocking the way, so you have to jump around him. And finally, what if you go under the cliffside? You get an amiibo! Except you can't continue the level with it, so you have to die. Rip and kill Luigi. Rip and kill. A lot of the village's secrets are found within the chimneys! And they're very weird. So the first chimney, it rewards you for exploration. It gives you a ton of greed! So that's nice. That's okay. That's socially acceptable. There's also a nice one up between 2 coins over these trees right here. Very nice indeed. But what about the second pipe? It gives you nothing good. There's just the risk of being damaged, and on top of that cloud is an invisible block for some reason, which doesn't really do anything. I can even kill people who just wanted to see what the frick was over there. You can eat, on the bright side, you can bounce on ships! And the final chimney, oh boy, the final chimney. What does the final chimney do? It kills you! It punishes you for exploration! Which is something nobody should do. Unless you re-enter the pipe, you are dead. And there's no real guidance for you to re-enter the pipe either. I have no idea why I did that, probably just to settle the creepiness factor even further. But even then, it's not worth punishing people for exploration. I guess I felt the need to add subworlds to the level, which is why I did stuff like that. But I'd rather no subworld at all if it's gonna punish people for exploration. Anyways, there's a green mushroom on top of the green mushroom. There's also a green mushroom in the clouds! And, oh boy, alright. I guess every level has some sort of goofy design irk. Because if you just exit, you can easily finish the level, which is something I did not account for. Even after playtesting this multiple times. Since these are my first levels, I guess they're not... They're not... I wouldn't say they're bad, they're just not perfect. They could have been great if, I just put a one-way door on that pipe, or if I just put more effort into the subworlds, or if I just made it possible for you to continue after getting the amiibo. But, I mean, every Mario Maker level designer, I guess, has their ups and downs. These are my first levels. Of course there are going to be a couple of mistakes in it, regardless of visual appeal and stuff like that. And the Castle of the Beasts, only shortcut, not shortcut, Power-up, I guess you could call it a shortcut. Not power-up. Secret! Secret, that's the word I was looking for, even though it also is a shortcut and a power-up. Or doubles as such. Is if you wall jump between these two faces, you can skip a really annoying part of the level! So the level itself is actually filled with these faces, and they're supposed to be the people who have failed to rebel against Bowser, failed to overthrow the evil tyrant Bowser. That's deep. Very deep. Anyways, join us next time if there is a next time when we tackle Pack 2, the Epilepsy Enemy Pack.